Hi, my name is Dan,
My name is Steph.
and we are currently working on a bioreactor project to grow algae, and we are working on the mass production phase with these 5-gallon jugs donated to us by a water company in which we wrote a letter to.
To get all these, we basically wrote a letter, and it's a local water company, and on our website we're going to be showing you the letter we sent to the company.
We're going to go to our construction area where we're going to show you how to fix some of the problems with the waters, because they were donated and they have warps in the lids and some dents, and we're just going to show you how we're going to fix them.
But first we're going to cut the bottoms of these off to create an opening for us to put the algae in, and then we're going to show you how we need to label them to make sure everything stays together.
So this is a pretty average bandsaw. When I turn it on, the blade's gonna run down, and I'm gonna cut it around the top so there's a lid. And then when we're done, we're gonna use masking tape to label it so we can match the lid, because each lid's gonna be a little bit different since it's not really a machine doing it. You gotta wear safety glasses, and when you cut it, don't push it through. You gotta rotate it, because if you push it through, it cuts on two sides, and then it can catch and cut your fingers pretty bad. So let's start. Looks like that.
Right now we're labeling the water jugs and the lids that he just cut so that we have the right lid to each container. It'll allow for a better seal and the correct lid.
Hi, my name is Noah Coates. We're going to fix the warp in the water jug donated by the generous company of the water guy. What we're going to do is we have a hot water, and we're going to stick this in for about 5 minutes, and the plastic will get soft, and we'll mold it with our hands, and then we'll put the cap on, and it'll fit to the cap, so then it can be used for the next stage of drilling and wiring it for the plumbing. After 5 minutes, it's all hot and it can be molded with our hands. Just shake off the water. And mold it into a circle. And then put the cap on so it'll stay that shape.
You gotta really push it. Might want to put it on the ground and just use some force. You gotta wait for a click. Alright, that's good. There you go.
Okay, hi, I'm Courtney Vidovich, and this is the first step in making our bioreactor. This is a 5-gallon jug we're putting algae in, and it needs to be watertight because we're putting it upside down. So we're putting these snaps on, and you just snap it on. Sorry. And then if you can pull it off, it's not tight enough, so you can see it's tight enough. So these water caps were made from the water company, which is why they're a perfect fit. So.
The next step in making this is you're going to take a 13 by 16 or 13/16 drill, and you're going to drill a hole through the top of the cap so that when you put a 1/2 inch by 5 inch threaded nipple.
Plumber's tape to create a tighter seal around the threaded 1/2 inch by 5 inch nipple.
I'm going to use this channel lock wrench and this 1/2 inch by 1/4 inch female to female adapter to attach this to the 1/2 by 5 inch nipple. And because of the plumber's tape, It'll create a nice tight seal. And it'll be real nice. Now I'm going to take the 1/8 inch ID to 1/4 inch MID and attach it to the female adapter on the tube. Use the wrench again. Get a nice tight fit. The nice thing about these channel locks is that you can adjust the width to adjust for different pieces.
Okay, now we put this into the 5-gallon bucket, which will be holding the algae.
Right now I'm going to be using a spray foam insulant that we're going to take insulation that will spray in between the valve or the tube and the actual tube,
Oh, the 5-gallon jug.
5-gallon jug itself. And then the reason we're not going to use putty is because it'll be too much and it won't
Cure properly.
cure properly.
It'll contract and crack also.
And then it'll cause it to crack. So this will help prevent that, and it'll have a faster drying process. So you're going to take this, and you don't want to do too much, and you have to be careful because this comes out really fast. And you want to do this all of your containers generally at the same basic time because this will get caught in here because it dries so quickly. So right now I'm going to take it and slowly, I want to do it kind of quick and try and avoid to get it on the brass part and swirl it around gently. And then you can clean up the excess that's around because it'll expand and that'll get for a cleaner seal and tighter seal. But this is resistant and not waterproof. That's why we'll put the putty.
It's a marine adhesive.
The marine adhesive is what's going to make this actually waterproof.
Right now we're using X-Acto knives to scrape away the water-resistant foam so that we can make some room to put in a marine adhesive that goes in the bottom of boats to make it completely waterproof.
Next we're going to add some of the marine adhesive to the jug. And what the marine adhesive is going to do is it's going to waterproof it, and the purpose of making a concave shape out of the foam is to add structural support, and we need a nice uniform pattern around the hole, and so that there's structural support, so it's thicker towards the middle and it thins out to keep it smooth, and it needs to be outside on the bottle and outside of the foam so that it sticks to the bottle and it sticks to the foam. Now I'm going to take my finger, I'm going to spread it into all the little cracks and around onto the bottle, give it a nice uniform pattern. This is important because when you fill in all the cracks it makes it completely waterproof. And this stuff is really strong. It takes about a week to dry, and it's what they use to fill the bottom of boats. As you can see, there's a really nice layer of adhesive, and there's no holes, and when it's done drying, it's going to be completely waterproof.
Alright, so right here we put some plumber's tape on this to make sure that it remains watertight throughout the entire system. And then right here, Noah's going to help me put this on. He's going to hold this piece so that we don't apply any torque to the glue drying inside, so we don't mess it up. And now we've got this elbow piece on there so that we can connect this to further airflow pieces and pump some air into this bad boy. Right here we've got a 1/2 inch to 1/4 inch male-female adapter, and we're going to put this onto the elbow piece. Use some plumber's tape to make sure it's watertight, and Noah's going to help me again just to make sure we don't apply too much torque to the rest of the piece and cause anything to break. Well, last time we did this, Dan thought that it was recording and it wasn't, so I'm going to do this again and explain it again. We got some plumber's tape, going to wrap it around this thing. It's a 1/4 inch to 1/8 brass hose thing, and put some plumber's tape on there and make sure it's nice and watertight. And Noah and I are going to put this together again. Slide it in here. What this is going to allow us to
Alex,
do,
you're like in the way of the.
what this is going to allow us to do is we're going to be able to attach a tube to this little hose thing right there, and then attach one of these and look like that. But well, now we've got that on. We can connect the hose to this, and then to a check valve, one-way valve, so we don't have any backflow, and attach it to the air pump. Here we got some nice tubing, and then we got the check valve. This is going to allow no backflow from this back to the air pump. And to get this on here, it's kind of a tight fit, so we're going to use this hot water to make this expand. Let it sit in there for a while. Now we got that in there, we can slide this on to this side. Twist it right on there.
How long was this looking for?
That's on there. And do that to the other side.
Plenty of tubing.
I've got this piece now, pop it on there. This side's longer so that it can reach the actual air pump valve. And there's no reason, it's better for the check valve to be closer to the thing. There's more clean airflow there. And this side will get put on right there. I'll do it right now, I guess. Can I do that?
Yep.
Just pop this on.
Feel good about the energy.
There we go.
And this crack in the seal is what happens when you do not use channel locks to tighten the valves.
Hi, I'm John Dugan, and what I'm actually going to be doing today, when we put the marine adhesive on, we then had to add the elbow grips and the barbs. But what could have possibly happened is either the marine adhesive wasn't completely sealed around it, or we also possibly had some cracks in the marine adhesive. So today what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going with a second round of the adhesive so that it can dry in time and fill in all the cracks and or spots that was missed when it was put in the first time. And there we have a better seal. Of that one.